Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. And today is Monday, August 10th, and our topic will be the middle way and the 8 worldly Dhammas. August is about right livelihood, and the last couple of weeks we've looked at foundational beliefs of Buddhism and the practice. And it looks like we're good to go with sound. Thank you. For some reason, it wouldn't connect, so we're running a little late. Mondays, we look to the coming week, and we'd encourage people to check the description box for this and previous episodes. In about 24 hours, there will be a closed caption version with a transcript. And the reason we do guided meditations is so people who participate can develop some interest, pick up some tips on how to meditate on your own in your own home or your own garden. And in this group, we always start with samatha, the first part, and that is serenity. We try to get calmed down and in the groove. And then once we move to panya, our wisdom. Some people say vipassana, but it always goes in that direction. First we get serene, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. And we'd like to thank Mrs. D for the flower arrangement. It's beautiful as usual. And Dhamma G and Eriko. I'd like to thank Brian and Ian and Mike, Ozzy, Sam, and Mitsuko. And with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest and let your hands rest comfortably in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes and mouth and imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths for you. When outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose. Watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. On Mondays, we always start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness follows, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught that it is our mind that creates our moods, our delusions, and obsessions. And they are all impermanent, anicca, unsatisfactory, dukkha, and anatta, not the self, which is why we meditate. We meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We look at our thoughts, we examine them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. But if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, then we find complete serenity. And what we find is that we are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. We need to say a word about the 5 khandhas and the 3 marks of existence. Our human life consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates, and they are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And because these are conditioned factors, they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self, the 3 marks of existence. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead, too hot to touch. We cannot touch it on the top. We cannot touch it on the sides or the bottom. There's nowhere we can touch the khandhas without burning ourselves very badly. So we look at them and we let them go. Please join me in a thought experiment this morning. In your mind's eye, lift up and look down on your head, on your skull. And on the right, you'll see the monkey mind. And it's very busy, shifting from one mood to another. You can see the colors go from pink to blue to white to red to black, never steady for very long. And on the left is a battalion of self-licking ice cream cones. These are our thoughts. And they too are very busy. Mostly they are sucking up to our monkey mind and its ever-changing moods. So with these two, we look at them and we see these are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them, see them for what they are, and let them go. As meditators, we have 3 duties: mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment. Mindfulness. In this group, the object of our meditation is the ball of light. We also, in the second part, listen to a Dhamma talk, not to get attached to the words, but to let them wash over us and seep into our consciousness. Our second duty is collectedness, or some people say concentration. And this just means that when outside thoughts intrude, not if, they will intrude. When they do, we gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our third duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now, not next Thursday, not when we go on vacation, but right now. However we are this moment is how we are. If we are restless, irritable, or discontent, that's how we are. If we are calm, collected, present, that is how we are. And so I guess in a word, we could say moderate. And if we can be moderate for just a few seconds in today's meditation, this week as we go through our life, we can stitch together our moderate actions. Just a little more, just one more breath, be calm. And we look up and we go, holy cow, it's been an hour since I've had a frustrated, angry, fearful thought. How did that happen? Well, how indeed. We have 4 tips on Monday to guide us during this week. First, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. Second, don't assume. I don't know about you, but I am a rotten mind reader. I have no idea what other people are thinking. So when I assume, I make an ass of you and me by jumping to conclusions about what you believe. So let's let other people speak for themselves. Third, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. Whatever else the universe is up to this week, I'm not important enough for it to mess me up. And finally, let's do our best. And for beginners, that's the first half of our meditation. As we move into the second part, Panya, or wisdom, the Buddha practiced for about 6 years with 5 ascetics who engaged in very severe practices. And he was lost. He didn't see that this was helping much. So he sat beneath the Bodhi tree and became enlightened. And among other things, he came to the awareness that neither severe austerity nor profligate sensuality eliminates suffering. And therefore, he taught the middle way. The middle way is the path between 8 worldly Dhammas. It's like a giant slalom between praise and blame, gain and loss, good news and bad news, things going well and things going poorly. And he advised us to stick to the middle. And if we stay in the middle of the stream, it'll carry us to the sea. We avoid anything that ends in ST, best, worst, first, last, most, least, like that. The Buddha taught that we must choose the path between sensual indulgence and self-torment. These are flip sides of the same coin, and they are vanity. It's not all about us. And this is why we meditate. Now, we need some motivation to practice meditation, or we would not do it. But if we desire it too much, we run the risk of craving. So we want our practice to be not too hot, not too cold. We want it to be just right. Call it the Goldilocks principle. The The Buddha taught us to avoid extremes and to chart our course down the middle of the stream between the way of slackness and the way of tension. So if we take the middle way and we avoid going to either bank, that stream will carry us all the way to the sea. On our journey, when, not if, but when we struggle with defilements, bedevilments, our obsessions, oh, I gotta have this, oh, I can't have that. When we're struggling like that, we feel restless, irritable, and discontent. And when that happens, that is a sign for us to redouble our practice. That is precisely where we contemplate. We examine our thoughts with cool eyes. We look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. In this effort, we concentrate on our own spiritual development, not on finding faults in others. The Dhammapada 252 and 253 say, it's easy to see the faults of others, but hard to see one's own. Boy, ain't that the truth. If one focuses on others' faults and constantly takes offense, one's own toxins flourish, and one is very far from their destruction. So we study our own mind. In meditation, or as we go through our daily life this week, we might pause and observe. For example, oh, the mind is thinking of an outcome that makes me look good, bad, ridiculous. Let it go. My mind is projecting fear or blaming others. It's in a good, bad, angry, envious, jealous, self-pitying mood. What do we know about moods? They are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them and then let them go. We might think or notice, my mind is inciting me to find fault in my family, my workplace, my community, my country. Let it go. Now, mindfulness can lead to spiritual insight into our own intentions, our own actions on our side of the street, but they are not a license for us to psychoanalyze or indict, convict, and punish others or to jump into other people's stuff. We stay in our own lane and look at our own stuff. And really, it's not like I don't have enough to take care of on my side of the street. I've got plenty. So as we go through this week, have a peaceful heart. Don't argue. The Dhammapada 2:10, don't get entangled with what you long for or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So also is seeing what you dislike. If I don't like needle-nosed schmoes, and yet I see them, I am allowing my life to be driven by my aversions. If I'm craving to see sneetches with stars and I don't see them, that also drives my life and makes me suffer. So here are some aids to use in meditation and as we go through our life. As we go through life, we project loving feelings. That's metta with 2 T's. We practice generosity. Generosity of the spirit is giving other people the benefit of the doubt. We practice kindness and helpfulness. Sati, which is mindfulness. This practice that we do in this group is anapanasati, which means mindfulness of breathing, and we focus on our breath and empty our mind. We practice sampajana, self-awareness. Who am I? What am I doing? What's the main idea here? And selfless service to all. You've heard this before, but selfless service, what is it? One, we act with no thought of the outcome. We do the work, and God, as you see God, determines the outcomes. Outcomes are God's business, not ours. Two, we sit in the front of the boat, hands on the oars, and we row, and we row, and we row. We just do our duty. Boring habits. That's what we want to develop. In the back of the boat is God, and God could be good orderly direction, or grace over drama, or great universal spirit, Uncle Gus. Many of our friends have anthropomorphic gods. Whatever you see as God is in the back of the boat, hands on the tiller, guiding us to the safe harbor where we belong. And we just follow along. And third, let's practice unconditional love. That's not transactional love. You do this for me and I'll do that for you. It's not that. Unconditional love is not emotional blackmail, but reciprocal love. It is mutual regard for the divine spark in the other person. One way to put it is, I see your pain, I honor it, but I don't need to fix it. It's compassion, not codependency. So this week, as we go through our week, if we feel restless, irritable, or discontent, let's take a breath, step into the next room and close the door, put our earphones in and cue up this tape. Imagine a ball of light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you. Howdy, Dhammaji and Yakide. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. We meet every Monday and Friday. Our next meeting is Friday, August 14th, and that will be at 3:45 Japan time. Hey, bud. We're always on Japan time. If you're already here, you know how to get here. If you're listening to this afterwards, because most people are productive members of society and have jobs, and so they can't make it for these times. They're not convenient for many people. Most people listen afterwards. If that's you and you'd like to join us in the live stream sometime, please go to the YouTube channel opening page and find today, August 10th reading. And in the description box, there's a 3-step procedure for joining us in this live stream. Super thanks button will not be available until tomorrow, but if this was useful and you want to give us a super thanks, we'll say thank you right back. Those will be available tomorrow at the same time that the transcript and the closed captions are available. Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children, the book upon which the channel and these meditations are based, is now available for free on Kindle Unlimited. If you're a member of Kindle Unlimited, you can download that, and we would encourage people to do that. And thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you again on Friday. Namaste.